For the past several weeks with this video, we've enjoyed talking with dairy leaders both US-based and from offshore. And it was really a pleasure last week when we visited with New York producer Jeff Mulligan at his dairy near Rochester, New York. We'll continue to look for opportunities to bring these interviews to you. But this week it seems like a lot has been happening in our industry. USDA has announced that enrollment for the new Dairy Margin Protection Program will be reopened this coming Monday, April 9. The window will stay open until June 1 and coverage will be retroactive to January 1. As has been reported, the program was revised in the Budget Act passed by Congress in February. The first tier of covered production has been raised from a farmer's first 4 million pounds to 5 million pounds, production for a herd of about 200 cows, the U.S. average. The premium rates were reduced, especially in Tier 1, and the margin calculation will be monthly instead of bi-monthly. We've seen some economist figures that show a herd as large as 1,100 cows might be able to generate a positive return. But Tier 2 coverage at higher levels rapidly becomes prohibitive. On the international front, we've all seen the headlines and the tweets about the proposed imposition of tariffs on Chinese goods and their responses. To this point, dairy has been able to stay out of the line of fire. And this week, the U.S. Dairy Export Council announced a new relationship for dairy product research with a leading Chinese university. There are also rumblings that the NAFTA negotiations may be nearing completion, another plus for dairy if they can be successful. And it was just a week ago that USDA announced its final decision on a federal milk marketing order for California. Producers in the Golden State will be voting from April 2 until May 5. While block voting by the cooperatives is allowed, we have not heard any announcements about that. An informational meeting will be held next week here in Central California, and there may be news to report after that. On a lighter note, the new baseball season has begun, and for golf fans, the Masters tournament is underway. Always fun to watch. And that's This Week in Dairy. I'm Joel Hastings for DairyBusiness.com.